Hey guys, and welcome back to Special Paws for People. My name is Erica. I am here with my service dog. Well, I was here with my service dog, Sander, as always. Um, Today I have a few things that I want to share with you guys real quick, and then at the end of the video I have some footage of Sander and I hiking at Eldorado State Park on last Monday. We went there and it was a really nice but very cold Monday morning, and we were there for about 2.5 hours, 3 hours. It was very muddy in certain spots. Oh, it was so muddy. Oh, Sander was such a mess when I got him home. And then there were some very icy spots. And I have the spikes for my boots, my hiking boots for ice. I did not bring them, and I should have, because there were some very sketchy kind of spots. But all in all, I had a fantastic time, and I believe that Sander did too. We got some good pictures of him, and I did some video and things like that with the GoPro, and I think I'm getting better at it. I really do. It's just going to take some time, so hopefully you guys can bear with me. But I did take some footage, and I will show that at the end of the video. The trails were like never ending, and the one that we were on was like switchback up the side of the mountain, and I wanted to go further, but I knew that we were supposed to get snow that night, so I knew that I needed to, come down. And it was a good thing, because the time we got to the end by the car, the clouds were already in, and it had dropped like 10 degrees. It felt much colder than it was when we first got there. So at the end, you guys can see that. I also have some pictures up on my Instagram, and if you're not following me on Instagram, you might want to. I have two. I have Colorado Cords 4 Paws, and that is my leashes and everything that's going on with that. And then I have my personal Instagram, which is Erica KG45, and that is just stuff that me and Sandra do on a day-to-day kind of basis. And I do put pictures up of us hiking and things like that, so you might want to check that one out too. So the first thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and this is probably the most important thing that's happened to me in a few weeks. I had a company contact me on Instagram wanting to purchase some of my leashes to help train service dogs, because that's what they do. They train service dogs, and I believe they train therapy dogs, and they want to use my leashes to work with the dogs, and then I believe that they'll give them to the handler when the handler is paired up with the dog. That is outstanding to me. First of all, I have worked very, very hard to make Colorado Cords 4 Paws into something. I started off with free leashes, and I was giving them away, and now I do free leashes quarterly, and I only do so many, and now I am able to sell some of my leashes. I think it was in November, I had somebody contact me on my Instagram and asked me about one of the leashes that I had said I had finished for somebody, and she said, "How much is that?" And I said, "Oh, I don't sell them." And she's like, "You should not be giving your leashes away. You should sell them." And she ended up buying a leash from me. I made her a duplicate of that particular one, and she bought it. And I told her, "I've never had anybody buy a leash from me before." And she said, "You really shouldn't be giving your stuff away. You're really, crafty." And I thought, maybe I could sell a couple of leashes. That would put money back into the business a little bit. So I decided to do that, and I put one leash up, and then somebody bought it, and then I put another leash up, and then somebody bought that one, and this was all in the same day. And I went to put the third one up, and then they said, "You can't spam us," and I wasn't trying to do that. What I was trying to do is put one leash up, and when it sold, then I would put another leash up. And I felt really bad towards the service dog community gear people. I wasn't trying to do that. But anyways, that's how I started selling the leashes. So I do my giveaways, and I do the hands-free free leashes quarterly throughout the year, but I do sell them also, and I've gotten such good reviews and things like that that I've really, I'm proud of my little tiny company, and I'm really trying to make a difference in the service dog community. And I feel like when there's a company that deals with service dogs and training them and all that kind of stuff come to me and ask me about my leashes, even if they just had asked, but is going to purchase some of my leashes, there is no better feeling for me right now. I mean, I feel very good and very proud of myself and proud of what I have done. And it just makes me feel like, okay, if I keep this up, it's just going to get better. So that is the first thing that I want to share. And I did make 2 leashes for them so far, and I want to show you them. So they wanted orange and teal, or orange and then just teal. So I said, well, why don't I make them both orange and teal, and you can do what you want with them. And they said, okay. So I made this one, which is orange and teal, with the orange hooks. And then I made this one, which is so bright. And they said that this one was really pretty, but it is very bright. I made it with the teal hooks, and it's orange and teal. So, like I said, there's others that will be made, but this is what I got done for them right now. And I am super proud that I get to be a kind of part of something, and I'm able to, supply these. So, yeah. And at first, I didn't want to take their money because I was like, you guys are doing something that's good and handy for people, and I don't know if I should be paid, but they want to pay for them. They said that, first of all, they have to do their taxes and stuff, so they want to pay for them. So that's okay, too. I'm all for payment. So this is the first super happy thing for me. Second super happy thing is I decided to make a paracord dog collar. Now, I have been putting this off for a very long time. I didn't want anything to do with paracord collars, and I didn't want nothing to do with waist paracord leashes. Measurements and me don't go well, and I was afraid of messing them up. I decided to make the collar because I was watching a video and I thought, I can make that for Sander. So I decided to make this one. It's a double cobra knot, and I'm very good at the cobra knot because that's what my leashes are. But this one is obviously thicker. It's a double cobra knot. It's got a D-ring. And I did, for the end, put Gorilla Glue on it, just like I do with my leashes, to fasten it and then to seal it. But I only sealed it on the bottom. So where all the ends come together, I burnt them, and then I sealed it with the Gorilla Glue. I also put the Gorilla Glue around the sides and the tip of the collar. I thought that it would be more protected that way. Now, this is my first collar, so I can tell you where I went wrong. This rolling buckle is too small. I need it to be a little bit bigger. I really had to, struggle with pushing this in, and it can't be like that for you guys. So I need bigger buckles. That's a definite. And maybe I would like a better way of weaving the end in, because I think it's kind of sloppy and I don't want it to look like this. So those are 2 things that I need to definitely do. Now, this is Sander's collar. It's a little bit wider than his normal collar. His normal collar is this leather one. I bought this on Etsy also. I love this collar. I think it's very pretty. It's a little bit wider, but not much. And it's 20 inches, I believe, and this is 2, because I measured it with his collar. Now, I did not buy, obviously, the tag. The tag I already had with his name on it. It was a a tag that I had on my keychain, and I just put it on there because I wanted him to try. And this, I don't know what these are called, but it's like the insert where you push the thing, the end through. I'm not really feeling this. I think it looks kind of, I don't know, cheap. That's my opinion. So I need to figure out how to make that a little bit nicer. But as for the braid itself or the knot itself, I think it came out great. I'm very pleased. Now here's the tricky part. With collars, you know, you hook the dog leash to the D-ring. And for service dogs, yeah, I would never worry about giving a collar to somebody with a service dog. Service dogs don't pull, you know. They walk beside you. They listen to your first word. You know, so for service dogs, I don't think that this would be a problem. Now, for a dog, I don't know. I know paracord is very strong and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure how resistant it would be for a dog that maybe just came home from the pound or something like that. You know, I want to make sure that the quality of my work is good. So I want to test it. And here's another problem. I deal with the service dog community on a daily basis. Service dogs, like I said, don't pull. They're going to be lousy testers for a collar that I got to make sure is going to stay together. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe contact a few rescues and say, hey, I'll send you a couple of collars. They break, you just let me know. You tell me your honest opinion, and you guys can keep them. No big deal. So I think I'm going to do that, and I know of one that I know I will deal with, and that's a place called Homeward Bound Golden Retriever Rescue in California. I believe it's Sacramento, California. That's where I got Sander. So I'm definitely going to, of course, send them a few to test out for me. But that's that. And with this, like I said, it needs to be bigger because you can see I really had to push that through. So with this collar, even though it doesn't come out, it's Sander's collar, so I don't have to worry about it too much. So what I do is I just slip it over his head. Oh. And then I can just tighten it up, and it tightens and clips on pretty easy. And then I just put these through. He's been wearing it all morning, you know, to test it out for me, and he's been doing fine with it. I thought maybe it was going to be too bulky and thick, but he seems to be okay with it. I know. You're so soft from your bath on Monday. Yes, you are. And here you guys can really see it here. I think it looks nice with his fur. Get you a pink one. Yeah. And last but not least of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about, I recently, okay, first of all, you guys know that I am very picky on what I give Sander for food and snacks and things like that. He has got an extremely weak stomach, and whether I just need to be careful. You know, I don't want him throwing up, and then I don't want him having to go out every 10 minutes. So I usually give him treats that are limited ingredients, and I have stayed with the same brand for a while now. I was on Etsy and I was just looking up some dog treats, and I was just seeing what people had, and I ran across this company called Blanchard's Blessing, and they have all natural dog treats, and they are organic, and those are two really good things, and then their ingredients are limited, so there's not a bunch of stuff in them. And I got this oats and honey natural dog treat, and I gave this one to him. We're almost out. Sander seemed to like these. And then I got, this one is his second bag, and this is Perfect Peanut. He seems to really like these. I think he likes these a little bit better. he is definitely a peanut butter fan. But limited ingredients, organic, all natural. You can't go wrong. I do recommend them. They are not that expensive, and their shipping is outstanding. It's very quick. And like I said, Sander has a very sensitive, he's got a weak stomach, and he just, certain things will just wreck him for days. So I'm very satisfied with this particular brand. On my personal Instagram, I am doing a giveaway for these guys, this particular flavor. And all you have to do is go to my personal Instagram, which is EricaKG45, and you want to follow me and tag 2 people. There is a post up that has Sander with the bag on next to him, and he's in that photo, and that's the photo that you want to go to, and that's where you want to enter. So all you have to do, like I said, is follow me and tag 2 people, and you are entered into that contest, and I will pick somebody. I believe it's February 14th, Valentine's Day. I will pick somebody, and I will send you a free large bag of these guys. So that is it, guys. That's all my news, and I will show you some clips of hiking next. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. You know, I wanted to also tell you guys that like I said, I want to go out more. I want to take Sander with me. I want to show you guys how we are. I had a great response of the video that I did of us at the mall, and I was very happy with all of the comments that I did get, and you know, how many people actually watched the video and things like that, or the views that I got. I was pretty impressed with how that went. And I wanted to go to the library this week, but we had a snowstorm on Thursday, and that was the day that we were supposed to go, so I couldn't go that day because I really want to, like I said, go out more. And I know that, you know, me and Sander hiking, that's one thing, but you're not really seeing him work when he's like in public and things like that. So I do plan on doing some more of that. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow me, please do. If you want to leave a comment down below, please do. And take care.